Hey, what's up you guys? Today I'm working on a little project again with my kids. We got this kit here that arrived from Napier Family Lights. They're the ones that do the some of the modifications for the Christmas stuff. They do the servo motors for the skeleton heads. They do a bunch of different 3D prints and customizable parts for enhancing some of your Halloween props from Home Depot, Lowe's, etc. All right, so here is the original spider. Again, I don't have them all built up or anything because I don't need to. I just need to work on this. And as you can see, I have the original parts right here from the original motor that allows it to go up and down. I did accidentally break the parts when I was putting them away from last year's Halloween, but when I reached out to Napier Family Lights, they were really nice on offering me replacement parts. However, they did mention they had a modified version, which I did order from them. So I definitely recommend it. I've already started to check it out. It's way more robust than what they did here. Emily, my daughter here, let's take a look at some of these pieces. So here's what they give us. Yeah, let's take that out of the box. So right here is, it comes with each individual pedipalp motor. So here it is right here. Let me see what you got there. Go ahead and set everything, very good, off to the side. Let's set it here and see what else we've got. So this is kind of what you get with each kit. And here's what you have. Each different one has its own servo motor in it. Instead of having just one individual like the previous model, inside here, the motors will go up and down, and this is really solid and feels really, really good. So I think this is gonna last us a long time. So you have two, obviously one is for each pedipalp, and then they give you these connector plates here, two of them, which are gonna attach to the spider. Then this is gonna attach to the spider on the front end. And then once you attach that, this piece will, this is like the front bracket that attaches to the very front where the pedipalps will connect. And that's gonna be what sways up and down, up and down. And then of course they'll give you the AC power supply and extender cable for the power supply. And then connected to those two motors, that's the control module right here. So we're just gonna tuck that away underneath the spider. That's what connects to the motors, which allow it to control. And then of course you got the screws. So very, very easy looking, very basic. We're just gonna start taking these off, the old ones here. And once we unscrew them, we're gonna put the plates on there, and those are just gonna screw in here and here. Let's go ahead and plug that into there and see what it does for the motors. Okay, you can hear them kind of booting up, and you can see them already doing their random movements. And you can see on these pieces here, one side's the bearing, the other side is where that little spot's gonna plug into on this side here. That's gonna connect to that, and it's just gonna basically slide on up over this and connect when we attach it, and the pedipalp's gonna be on there, so it's gonna be able to move it up and down. Go ahead and hold it. There we go. So we got one off. We're gonna go ahead and do the other thing to the other side and get them both undone. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there's one screw. Tighten that a little bit. So we got one screw in there. We're gonna get the other one. Just go and pull the camera back slightly. The other screw in right there. Perfect. All right, now that we've got those installed on both sides of the spider, the next thing is mounting the motors. I'm gonna mount them with the wires going towards the inside so I can conceal them better. I don't think it matters which way they really go. Scout is going to, let's see. Let's go ahead and get that. There we go. All right, all the way tightened, good job. Not too tight, we don't want to strip it, but we got the two up top. We're gonna do the two below. We're gonna do the other side here. Once we get those on, then it's just a matter of, will you hold that for me, sweetheart? The pedipalps, right? That's gonna go there. And then this thing here, this bracket here, we're gonna make sure it lines up here, and that's gonna line up and click in there. You're gonna have to kind of do some maneuvering. And then those two holes that are pre-drilled here, those are gonna screw on the center of this pedipalp that Scout's holding. We hold that there, sweetie? So show us what we got here. And so that's gonna screw in those two screws. And all we need to do then is get this up and over like I showed you here. And then we do the same thing to the other side, and then that's it. Yeah, go ahead and line it up. See, like that?
And look, it's gonna be doing this.
It's gonna be doing that, exactly. Remember kind of how we had it? But this is gonna be better because each one has its own motor and each one has its own separate movement this time, which is gonna be really cool. Boom. We got one in there. I'm gonna do the other one. We'll get it to go on that. Whatever you do not over tighten. Literally just be very cautious because this plastic can and will break if you over tighten it. All right, so we got both of ours connected here just like that, and they're ready to go. Okay, so we got the motor on there. We're gonna do the other side. Can you see that right here?
Yeah.
So this is just gonna slide right on here and connect. All right, we got one side on. We gotta get the other side on. You may need to use like a screwdriver to kind of pry it on there. But there we go, so that side is on. All right, Scout, will you go ahead and plug it in? Let's see what happens here. Come here, Violet, let's take a look. Whoa, you see that? Whoa, check that out. Let's see. It's moving around. Looks like it needs maybe a little bit of adjusting here and there. But for the most part, it's looking pretty awesome. Check that out. See how it's just kind of random? Instead of just one up and one down like how it used to do. I'm gonna adjust the left one a little bit, but I'm really impressed. I think that's really awesome. Check that out. Trick-or-treaters are gonna dig that. I may black out the silver screws or use darker screws and dark out the red on the motors, maybe with some black gaff tape. But at night, when people walk by, this is gonna look really cool. What do you think? Are you excited? Well, thank you so much for your help. Don't touch, don't touch. We don't wanna break it already. But yeah, that's really cool. I'm really excited to give that a try. Here, let me bring it into the light a little bit more. So, and then of course the controller and everything, we're gonna hide probably underneath the body. But when we have this built up with all the legs and everything, I think it's gonna look really cool. Give me a high five. You give me a high five, thank you, and you too. All right.